Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on the disassembly of the Kershaw Volt 2. And yeah, so I already took out the scale, one of the scales at least, and all the screws are taken out and everything. So it's just for the sake of time, you know. So you'll need a Torx screwdriver set, and this one is a T6 screwdriver. And this one is a T7 screwdriver bit, and those two bits are all you need. So yeah, so take out all your screws and stuff out of the scales, and then you'll get to this part. So you have your Zytel or G10 handle or whatever it's made of, and you have your spring bar, and this spring bar is a replacement from Kershaw that I got because I found that a lot of their speed safe models, their spring bar tends to snap, so that's just a little replacement. And then you have all the guts and everything, and you know, the steel frame itself. And then you have the back spacer, again made of your Zytel. And then you have your blade stop right here made of Zytel, your little bushings here made of brass, bronze washers, and a Teflon washer underneath this. So once you take all the stuff out, take that out, you have your screw pins here. They're made of you know, your Zytel, and you need to be careful about these because these may want to fall out on you. And if you put them in, there's a way of putting them in, and there's actually a little flat lip here, and that orientates a certain way, so you just gotta shimmy it in, make sure you don't force it or else you might damage the pins itself. So yeah, just shimmy it in once you're reassembling it or taking it out, and you should be fine. So let's take out this blade stop. Really small pin, and then let's take out this without dropping any pieces. I just dropped some pieces, and then you have your liner and your washers and your final pivot point for the blade. And this, I guess you could call it a pin, a screw pin. This just holds the blade in place and allows the blade to move around. So if you disassemble all this, the frame will come out, the pins will come out. You know, you have your pivot point will come out and stuff. And then if you want to go crazy, you can take out the what's it called? The pocket clip, and exchange it on the back side. So it would be in a tip-up configuration. You have your T6 Torx screws here, and yeah. So we'll do a quick reassembly of this technically. Sorry if I don't take everything apart, it's just for the sake of time, you know. So you put this back in. Now the blade's back in. Hold on a second while I grab my washers. And it doesn't really matter about the orientation of the washers itself. All you need to know is once you take them apart, take the body apart, the washers, the small washers, will go on first. And the way I orientated it is they're the same thickness, so put two and two together, two on one side, two on the other side. The fat washers go on one side, and the Teflon goes on the outermost piece. So the Teflon washer will be hugging the frame itself, the frame of the knife, and the rest of it will be like this. So bronze washer goes on the pivot point or the pin itself, hugging the blade, and then this brass washer will be on the pivot point too, and the brass washer will be hugging the other part of the frame. So Teflon outside to this frame, and then brass outside to the other frame. And that goes together. Don't forget your pivot blade stop. And if you guys are missing parts or anything, just contact Kershaw because they have excellent customer support. And the funny thing is they didn't even respond to me when I asked for a new spring bar. They technically just went like, "Oh, this Canadian guy needs a spring bar, so we should just grab one and ship it out to him." That's technically what happened. So, also, you know, your spring bar's in here, and then there's a channel in here. Once you take it out, you just orientate it into the channel and into the handle itself, and then it goes into the frame. It should look like this on two sides. So just like that. And you might want to put some lube on the pivot point. Not WD-40. Might affect the handle scales because WD-40 has a tendency to melt away plastic and affect plastic, weaken it. So just use some silicone oil or that super lube stuff. Anything silicone based maybe, and on the pivot point. So this pin just rests into this pin right there, or this hole right here. This pin goes into the hole. It's part of the torsion bar, and then this pin right here, where my pinky is pointing at, that goes into the channel. Oops, I almost forgot the backspacer. This Zytel backspacer right there. And I am dropping stuff because I am behind the camera. This is going to be hard doing behind the camera. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Oh, I did it. Holy shit. So, yeah, technically, it's now assembled. All you have to do is put in your T6 screws, one T7 screw, and then you're pretty much set. You can set your how tight you want your blade to be and stuff, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, so that's technically all you need to know about disassembling and reassembling the Kershaw Volt 2. So it's a pretty good knife, I must admit. So good luck with disassembling and reassembling this knife. It's pretty easy, and hope you guys all have a nice day.